Very good morning, students. Welcome back again for our physics class. Yesterday onwards, we started oscillations topic. Now, in today's class, we will discuss about the 5 marks important derivation, that is expression for energy of a particle executing SHM. Dear students, yesterday we wrote the definition of SHM. So what do you mean by SHM? Can anybody will you see? Harmonic motion is said to be periodic if it satisfies two conditions. Then which are those two conditions? First one is what? Acceleration of the particle is always directly proportional to the displacement, and second one is what? Acceleration of the particle is always directed towards a fixed point. If that particle satisfies those two conditions, then it is said to be simple harmonic motion. Now, based on that simple harmonic motion, today we will discuss about the expression for energy of a particle executing SHM. So see here, a particle executing SHM is said to be consisting of two energies. Which are those two energies? First one is kinetic energy and second one is potential energy. So see here, we will start the derivation. Particle executing simple harmonic motion has both kinetic energy as well as potential energy. So whatever the particle that is executing simple harmonic motion, it has both the kinetic energy as well as potential energy. So before going to study about the kinetic energy and potential energy, do you know what do you mean by kinetic energy? What do you mean by potential energy? So see here, the energy possessed by the virtue of its motion is called kinetic energy, and the energy which is possessed by the virtue of its position is called potential energy. So kinetic energy is nothing but due to the change in its motion, we will get some energy. So that is nothing but kinetic energy. Due to the change in the position of the object, or you can say position of the body, the body will gain some sort of energy called potential energy. So see here, first point we will discuss, that is kinetic energy executing SHM for a particle is so kinetic energy executing SHM for a particle is given by the equation. So Ke, kinetic energy, is equal to what? What will be the standard equation of kinetic energy? You know, half m into v square. Half m into v square I will take. So here m andre ena? M is nothing but mass, v is nothing but velocity of the particle. So see here, I will take kinetic energy is equal to half m into bracket. So velocity of the particle is given by the equation. So velocity of the particle is given by the equation omega a into cos theta I will take. So velocity of the particle is given by the equation omega a into cos theta. Omega means angular velocity, a means amplitude, and theta is nothing but the angle. M is mass over here. So it is a square. So kinetic energy is equal to half m. So omega square a square into cos square theta we will get. Half m into omega square a square into cos square theta. Just I am doing the square for this term. So this is our equation number 1, kinetic energy executing SHM for a particle. Now second case I will discuss about potential energy executing simple harmonic motion for a same particle, for that same particle. So for a particle, so see here, potential energy executing simple harmonic motion for the same particle is given by. So potential energy is nothing but what? I will take, what will be the potential energy, what will be the standard equation of potential energy we will take? Heng togoltiri helri? So here I will take the potential energy equation as half m into omega square y square I will take. So half m into omega square into y square, potential energy executing SHM for a particle. Here in this oscillations topic we will take the different equation, half m omega square into y square. P is equal to mgh ಬರ್ತದ, ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ತದ್ರಿ? ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದ, ಹಾಫ್ ಎಮ್ ಒಮೆಗಾ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಂಟು ವೈ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಸೊ ಸಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? ಹಾಫ್ m into omega square. So I will replace y is nothing but what? Y is nothing but displacement. So in the yesterday's class we derived or we got an equation for displacement, so that what, by using simple harmonic motion. So what is that equation? So y is equal to nothing, y is nothing but a sin theta, or you can say a sin omega t. So theta is nothing but omega t ಅಂತನೂ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So a sin theta I will take. So now see here, I will take the equations like this. Potential energy is equal to half, potential is equal to half m omega square into a square sin square theta, a square sin square theta. Here m is mass of the particle, omega is angular velocity, a is amplitude we can call. So see, potential energy is equal to half m omega square a square into sin square theta. This is our equation number 2. So we got two different equations. First one is the kinetic energy of a particle executing SHM. Second equation is potential energy of a particle which is executing the SHM. So now the total energy of a particle, now total energy of a particle executing SHM is given by, SHM will be the total energy of a particle which is executing the SHM is given by. So total energy T is equal to what? Total energy ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಿ? Sum of kinetic energy plus potential energy we can take. Kinetic energy plus potential energy we can take. Now by using equation number 1 and equation number 2, substitute these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2 over here. So we'll get T is equal to, total energy is equal to what? Half m omega square a square into cos square theta plus half m omega square a square into sin square theta. We will get the equation like this. Half m omega square a square cos square theta plus half m omega square a square into sin square theta. Here m means mass of the particle, omega means angular velocity, a means amplitude we can call. So see, total energy is equal to, ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವುದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್. ಸೊ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ outside. Half m omega square a square. So half m omega square a square common, I will take it out. So we'll get cos square theta plus sin square theta. So now half m omega square ಮತ್ತೆ a square ಅನ್ನು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ನಮಗೆ, cos square theta plus sin square theta we will get. Now so the last step, total energy is given by, total energy is nothing but what, half m omega square a square into cos square theta plus sin square theta we will get. So now by the standard mathematical form, according to trigonometry, or you can say allied angles, cos square theta plus sin square theta, there is an identity in mathematics. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1, or sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 we'll get. So here cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Here cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. This is the standard form as far as trigonometry is concerned. So now total energy of the particle executing SHM is given by half m omega square into a square into bracket 1. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1 will get. So now total energy is equal to half m omega square into a square. So this is the final expression. This is the final expression as far as energy of a particle executing SHM. T is equal to half m omega square into a square, where m is mass of the particle, omega is angular velocity, and a is nothing but we can call it as amplitude. So now ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, a ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೀ amplitude ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. We can call a as amplitude. Are you clear? Might be this is clear for you. If you are having any doubts regarding about this derivation, you can ask through the call, or you can text me through the WhatsApp. I can clarify your doubts. Now after the completion of this derivation, after the successful completion of energy of a particle executing SHM, after the successful completion of this derivation, we will discuss one more point, that is expression for so one more point, expression for time period and frequency of a particle executing SHM. SHM, simple harmonic motion. Basically it is a periodic motion, we can say. So expression for time period and frequency of a particle executing SHM. So see, by using these all expressions we can easily get the expression for time period and frequency. As in the yesterday's class we discussed about time period and frequency. So what do you mean by time period? So time period is nothing but it is the time taken by the particle to complete one oscillation, or the time which is required to complete one oscillation is called time period. ಎರಡು ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the time taken by the particle to complete one oscillation is called time period, or in another words, how we can able to explain, the time required to complete one oscillation is called time period. So hang denotation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ capital letter T, we can denote it as a capital letter T for time period. So what is the frequency? Frequency is nothing but what? The number of oscillations per second, or the number of oscillations per second is called frequency. So F is equal to 1 by T ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. So see here, time period expression which is very much helpful. T is equal to, ನೀವು CET ಒಳಗಡೆ while solving the problems in KCET or JEE and NEET, these formulas are very much helpful to solve those respective numerical problems. So time period is given by the equation. So what will be the equation for time period? We will take 2 pi square root of y divided by a. So this is the expression for time period, we can say. Time period is given by the equation T is equal to 2 pi square root of y divided by a. So here y is nothing but what? Y is nothing but a displacement. Now ಇಲ್ಲಿ y ಅಂದ್ರೆ displacement ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. Y here, y denotes displacement. So with respect to y, a denotes acceleration of the particle. So T is nothing but a time period, we can call. Y is nothing but a displacement and a is nothing but acceleration. Coming to the point, as far as SI unit is concerned, SI unit of displacement is always in terms of meter. SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square. What about the SI unit of time period? It will be second, usually second. Now we got an equation for time period. Now we will move towards the expression for frequency. So now we will discuss about the concept called frequency. So F is equal to, frequency is nothing but the number of oscillations per second. So we'll get like this, 1 by T. Now F is equal to, take its reciprocal, 1 divided by 2 pi square root of y by a, or in other words, how we will take the equation? F is equal to 1 by 2 pi square root of a divided by y. We will get like this. So 1 divided by 2 pi square root of a divided by y ಅಂತನೂ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. Here F denotes frequency of a particle executing SHM, a is acceleration of the particle, and y is displacement of the particle. So this is all about the expression for time period and frequency of a particle executing SHM. So might be these all things, expressions, formulas are very much helpful to solve the numerical problems as far as KCET, JEE and NEET is concerned. So please students, my request is, please go on studying these all things. Please try to note down these all things in the notes book. I will check afterwards when the college will open. So clear. So if you are having any doubts regarding about these all things, you can ask through the WhatsApp message, or you can call to my number. I will clarify your doubts. Is it clear? Now finally, in today's class, what we discussed about 3 more important points. First one is 5 marks important derivation, that is energy of a particle executing SHM. In that we studied 2 more points. First one is kinetic energy, second one is potential energy. What is the answer for total energy of a particle executing SHM? That is T is equal to half m omega square into a square we got. Now after the completion of that derivation, we got 2 more expressions, time period and frequency of a particle executing SHM. So time period is given by T is equal to 2 pi square root of y divided by a, where y is displacement, a is acceleration. Here frequency is nothing but 1 divided by 2 pi into 1 divided by 2 pi into root of a divided by y. Again here a is acceleration, y is displacement, f is frequency. Coming to the point, as far as SI unit is concerned, a is nothing but meter per second square. To measure the acceleration, we will use the SI unit as meter per second square, and for displacement we will use meter, and for frequency we will use hertz. Hertz is the SI unit of frequency. And last one, time period. So SI unit of time period will be second. So with this, I would like to conclude my today's class. In the next class, we will move with the further concepts. So thank you and have a nice day.